I've got a ride picked out in front somewhere and I don't really know where. I just sort of saw 26 kilometres and I thought that'll do me, 400 metres of climbing, that'll do me. He sits on the bike and then realises the joy that's just happened. So, okay, with all of that fussing around, thinking about my appointment and the jersey and different things, one sec, he says, getting ready. I forgot the key point of today's ride. Whoa, and I've just realised the key point of today's ride because I just sat on my bike. So you would have seen all the vision that I collected a little bit earlier while I was fussing around and having my coffee. And that was showing coefficient handlebars on my road bike. And then coefficient handlebars, I knew SRAM cork bar tape on my home trainer bike. Now, how does I look? Have you been watching this channel during lockdown? If so, have you realised how my shoulders have been, you know what I mean? Like, look now, because I've got this little drop bar and I'm ventrically and anatomically efficient. I'm not aero because I'm not going to hit the wind ever anymore, it seems, because we're in day 92 probably of lockdown. I've even started counting. So closing in on the centenary, the century, whatever, 100 days. Anyway, shut up. Okay, messages. But the point is, immediately, even with my poor finishing of the handlebar tape, i.e. some shitty sticky electrical tape at the end, sorry about that, I'm going to fix that up when I get the right product, but I'm not allowed to go to the shops at the moment. It's going to be a lot neater, but like, look at me. I feel efficient. Can you see? I'm in a more natural position. I am. So this is on the tops. I'll explain later. See that position? Concentrating on looking at the camera. Very low wattage, 80 watts. He says, just waiting for the time to stop talking to the camera and start the ride. That's the tops. Hoods, sort of on the balls of the hoods. I'll explain later. And then drops. Then this little mystery coefficient position, I'll see that and I'll explain later. Every one of them is comfortable. Alright. I think I'm going to smash this. Alright, terrific. It's going to be a good day. I promise. I promised myself I'll do that every day. That doesn't always work out today, that way, but it will today. It's going to be great. It's going to be a terrific day. Woohoo! Party time, the beginning of the rest of my life. I'm just 3.5 minutes into this ride and already realising that this is going to serve me well. It just feels really good. Wow, I don't know what this ride is. Maybe I told you about it beforehand, I can't remember. But it's really, really, really cool. It's really given me some fond memories. This next bit, be warned, put an asterisk, okay? It's not a promotion, it's not a paid promotion. But I'm going to say this, so I just went up a hill, it was probably about, it was about 10 kilometres, 9 kilometres long, and a pretty gentle gradient, sort of averaging about 4.35, like around there, percent. And I have this game, you know, like basically increase your wattage, basically, boring game, but when you're on a hill, you start like just now, I started at 9k climb with an average of 159 watts, and then at the top I hit an average of 179, so in other words, right above your average, and then try and hold that, and then just watch the wattage average grow. So when I'm on a mood like today, where I'm not very well rested, a little bit crabby, restless sleep, that kind of thing, I think to myself, just go hover at around 200 watts, Rob, and you know you can hold that for like 15 minutes, easily. Because of the coefficient handlebars, which is the biggest change, and a slight position change here and there, I was like 30, 40, 50 watts above average for the effort push. So instead of sitting on 200 watts, I was sitting like 260. And it felt easier. And it felt like, actually at the top I could increase that, and I pushed up to 300 every now and again. So I don't think it's directly attributable to a better position. It's also obviously got a lot to do with gaining fitness after having ridden indoors for 90 days. But I wish that flywheel had shut up. But there was definitely, in my appraisal, it made things easier. It just did. Like I just felt like it was a little bit less, it was a bit more effortless. Yeah? It really was. I'll try and explain them words. I think I'm going to have to type this out so that I can actually gather my thoughts instead of trying to articulate them while I'm having them. Anyway. But my hands feel in a right position. Like I feel really comfy. Look at those. Are you looking at them? Alright, so obviously hoods. Duh. But there's kind of a couple of versions of hoods, right? I don't know if you, hopefully this will be in shot. But at the moment I'm in that braking zone, if you used your brakes. And then obviously tops, that's where I'm really comfy, but that's ripper. That's another one, see, that's actually a variation. I also come in here a bit and I sort of do that. I'd do that more if that wasn't so sticky. Then there's this one, that's a ripper. Okay, I find that I just sit there. There's also this one, which it's not attractive. It looks like you're not really holding the handlebars right, but there's this little ball that sits right in the nice bit of your hand, and it keeps your arms really in a good spot. Then obviously drops, but then there's a different version. See who drops here? There's a little divot here. There, see? So you just slot your thumb in there. It's bliss. Really good. Get all of that. Okay. Hey, nice ride, thanks Full Guys. So, all in all, I am heaps more anatomically efficient, and I'm heaps more ventrically efficient, and I even reckon if I was in the wind I'd be more aerodynamically efficient. But I'm fucking bored still, really fucking bored. You can do it, but it's not the life I choose. I know what I'd rather be doing.